boy. Yeah. You're a good boy. You are. Do, 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 do. I'm gonna share the live because I didn't do that last time. Facebook. Hello, hello. How is everybody? My seat's a little low. Hello, how are you? How's everybody doing? This is the second time I've done a live on TikTok. Well, for readings. So I have tarot cards, and I will do questions for people. I have a link in my bio that goes to, like, a drop down of things. People could pay for a $5 or $10, like, in-depth reading or short reading, or you can just, like, receive some messages while you're in here. And yeah, that's how you could get a private, is through the little linky link, or just hang out here, see what messages come through. I'm kind of just like building up and practicing on here because I've never really used on here. I usually go live on YouTube or Instagram, but here I am. So, you know, we'll see what's going on in the energies while people are here. So take what resonates, leave the rest. And like I said, if you want to purchase either a short reading or a more in-depth reading, the link is in my bio to do that. You just, and then you follow the directions, come back and let me know if you did the $5 or the $10, so I can give you a more in-depth or a quick message. So let's just see what's going on for the collective at this time. Ooh, we got the tornado with a storm brewing. Sudden, unexpected end or breakdown, over and done, and it's like, oh, boom. But it's a metamorphosis, like, all the, what's going on, collective? A lot of transformation, but I've been seeing this. Hi, I knew you were going to do that. Metamorphosis, time to be open, embrace the change, evolution of the soul to reinvent yourself. So, you know, it kind of makes sense. Like I said, I'm usually live over here and there, and I'm doing all these other things. You may be having like something like this happen in your life right now, where you're just breaking down the old. It doesn't have to be scary or bad. It's just destroying the old so something better can be reinvented. Like, you know, we're going to become a better version of ourselves. We're going to let go of the old. The things that have been working against you are now helping you, because the repetition pays off. Your dreams will come true. But you need to be determined for that as well. So, like, you know, if I just decided, I'm not going to go live on there ever again, like, obviously it won't go anywhere. But if I go live on here all the time and I get used to it and learn all about it, it'll get better over time. So we've got to trust our gnosis and believe in your power, your stamina, your resilience. Be confident in what the changes are at this time for you. There could be somebody in your reality, or even yourself, that like there may be a thing sometimes where we get a little like motivated by our ego. It's like, what's going to serve me the best, and we get like blocked or guarded about sharing information, or just doing certain things in certain ways that can be kind of like beep, boop. Or someone could be in your reality that's maybe in this energy, so there could be an unexpected like breakdown there of like, okay, if things have been working against you with somebody over and over, I feel like the repetition would be to protect yourself and go through the metamorphosis of letting those things go. Hi. Hello, Mr. Monoman. Hi. I'm not that high up. You can get up here. I know you can. You could do it. I have wiener dogs. So, getting more information, clarity, research, documents, examine the fine prints, important details. Hi. You gonna do it? Need help? Come here. Come here. Sorry. Get a wiener dog. He needs help. He needs help. Okay, okay. There you go. He's got little legs. You may need to examine the fine details or the fine print. Examine to get clarity about something that's going on in your life right now with changes in your world. And, like, it could be as simple as, like I'm going to do something new in a new place, and I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. Or it could be I'm going to leave a situation that's no longer serving me, but I need to plan, how I do that. Just make sure that it's not coming from the wrong energy. I feel like this is a time to reinvent ourselves from that so we can go into joy and collaboration. Like, not everything's always out to get us. Not everything's always going to be bad. But if we expect it to be, a lot of times we create it to be. It's telling me to do something. I don't know what the heck that was. Swipe left to close. Okay. So yeah, hello everybody. You may be having things come in. There's a lot of things coming in there. Peace, harmony, helpful, effective communication, playful, humor, fun, collaboration, joy. I feel like this is what could come in for people at this time. But there could still be things that, like, are lingering within our minds that we need to just look at the fine print within, like, am I expecting the worst, or am I breaking free from the worst? And if I'm breaking free from the worst, and I do the, like, due diligence of what I need to do to heal, then, I'm gonna do that. What is all this? I don't know what's going on up there, but there's people doing stuff to each other, I think. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really good at all of this new TikTok stuff. Hello, how are you? There's so many things that go on over here. It's like, oh, there's a new gift, and someone sent this to Adam, and bop-a-boop-a-boop, and it's like, ah. So, stalemate, no way out, non-committal, hold out, delay tactics, block, refusing to compromise. Again, I'm feeling like just examine the fine print of anything that you do right now. Like if you have a stalemate with somebody or something in your world, and it's like, this shit just isn't working anymore, try not to come from, like, or if you came out of this, or you're going out of this, try not to bring this into something else. You know what I mean? Don't let the people of the past screw you up from having the good things in the future. Don't let the bad experiences of the past screw you up from the good times in the future, and this says new moon, maiden, enchantment, inception, erotic, aura, excitement, new beginnings, pure expansion, carefree. It's like, we don't need to bring those dark things into our new reality. We don't need to feel like about things. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for being here. Hello, 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 hello. So basically, I'm doing live readings, and you guys are welcome to do, like, you guys can ask questions, but if you want, like, a private reading, there's the $5 and the $10 option of, like, here's a mini message for you, or a more in-depth message for you, and the link in my bio is for that, and then you just come back and let me know I did a 5 or a 10, here's my question, and I'll do, that. But you're also welcome to just, like, say, like, we do little quick messages for free. But if you want more in-depth, you let me know. So we have inner knowing with the High Priestess, intuition. I guess a lot of you guys would also feel this way about what's going on. And thank you again for liking and being here. So this is like, your subconscious knows this. And it may even realize this about yourself too. Of like, I have been through some shit. Or people have wronged me. Or places haven't always worked out the best. And our mind will create a reality based out of, like, protecting ourselves from that. So a lot of times we limit ourselves within that as well, because it's like, we're just safe and we're surviving, but we're not thriving. If we want to thrive, we got to break the old belief systems and the old expectations, and not create out of what we've already created or what's already been. We got to break those cycles. And I feel like people are doing this at this time. So a large quantity of income will be coming in. Proposals could be coming in, marriage and commitment, like, just good things coming out of the negativity, lifting up out of the negativity. So as you do this, you're going to become more magnetic for your desires. You're going to be like gravity towards your desires. Everything's going to be coming to you very easily. And I feel like the more self-confident, purpose-driven, getting it done, and reliable you are, the better it is it's going to be in all areas of your life in that way. Like, you're going to see money and abundance and goodness and all of that stuff. and then letter, writing communications, fax, email. You may be receiving some sort of message that's going to be coming in. Some sort of information, news, memo, records. This is going to be the key, too, I feel like. And again, I feel like there's some sort of key within things. You need to pay attention to the fine details. Read between the lines. Like, I was literally just looking up a little while ago how to add a freaking note box onto Shopify, and I've got to do HTML coding to do it, and it's like, but that's the type of shit that I'm getting with this, is like those little details, those little moments, those little that we got to do sometimes to get through these things. For someone like me, it's like, I don't really want to fucking do all that, but if I do, it will open up new forms of abundance. It's just you know how to do it, and if you don't know how to do it, you know how to figure out how to do it, so just do it without blocking yourself from it, because it's gonna help. We live in a world of information now. It's like, if I don't know how to do this, let me ask. Anything that it is, because I'm like, I want to add something onto the Shopify store, and then have a note section so people could tell me their question when they book a private reading. They could do that on my regular website, and that's all built in. I don't have to do HTML code and shit like that, but for some reason, Shopify doesn't have that, and they're supposed to be better than Wix. I'm like, whatever. But those are the things I'm getting for this, is like that type of little tedious shit that we really don't want to deal with, that like seems like, it's going to give you the strength to make the big difference in your life. So be generous, caring, authoritative, open, active. Don't block yourself by pretending like you don't know or you can't figure it out. Dutiful, grounded, stable, like they're getting it done. I feel like a lot of us are in the right energy right now to like no longer sabotage ourselves in those ways of like I'm just going to ask the question. I'm just going to look for the answer. I'm just going to take the steps that are necessary so that I don't go back into storms brewing. Hello, everybody. Hello, how are you? What's going on down here? Now I got another wiener. I got a lot of wieners. I got one wiener over here and one wiener down there. And I never sit when I do readings, because when I sit to do readings, the wieners come. And they get weird. Hi. Come on. But if I let one up, I gotta let the other up. And then that lets another up. This one's serious. He's a wiener. He's a big wiener. He's a starseed baby, too. He's got unconditional love. Legendary divine union. Okay, so you guys could have some, like, destined union coming in for you, too. A divine union. And this, again, is after we clean up those unwanted things, or do those unwanted things of, like, all right, I know I need to do this thing, or clean up that fucking thing, or clear out that drawer. Literally, those types of things lingering in the back of your head will block you. Like, I had so many little things that I know I attached ideas and beliefs with that were, like, harming me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that jar of intentions that I've got to burn, if I just leave it sitting there and I don't burn the intentions, then it's going to block those intentions from manifesting until I do it, And if I just leave them sitting there and forget about it, it's not really forgotten. It's consciously forgotten, but subconsciously it's still there. So I'm going to behave and act accordingly to block those intentions because I never completed that thing. You know what I mean? And this is the element of air. This is the element of the mind. Having those aha moments and I've been having a lot of breakthrough moments too, and like realizing like, if we believe this, if we attach this idea to it, that's what it's going to be. Like today I talked to a person and a lot of their twin crystals broke. And they have a twin flame situation, and they felt like, they got to protect their connection from whatever's trying to attack them, because these are symbolic breaks. But crystals take, energetic hits for us when we have things coming at us. And then I said, look at it like this, though. Look at it like it's breaking, like because this person's been doing the work. They did all the Mooney key rights and all these other things. So the energy that's around that is breaking the old karmic bonds, it's breaking the old expectations, it's breaking all that shit. And then, because of that, it broke the crystals, so it's like a representation of breaking those old things. It's not a bad thing, it's actually a good thing, but if we attach the bad meaning to it, then it will start to be a bad meaning. But realizing, like, oh, this is good, it means it's clearing up all the things that are breaking this connection from being together. can shift that reality into a much better timeline for things to be created faster. Hello there. Tammy, does Raffi want to be with me? Hello. Let's see. I'm going to ask again with a different deck, because that one just, like, I feel like it's just giving me the same thing over and over. I want a tarot for this. Does Raffi want to be with you? I got the Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups. And then I've got the Judgment card. And I've got, let's see what else here. The Four of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. So I would say yes. I feel like this is destined to be together. And the Lovers is under the Wheel of Fortune, so yes. This is like a destined Two of Cup, twin flame, divine counterpart type of thing. And I feel like they do want to speak to you. They've made some judgment call within their mind after healing for a time. And they may want to give to you in an equal, reciprocal relationship. You know? And I feel like it is destined to happen. And I still feel like the messages I was saying before this were kind of still tied to it. Like, if you start to, like, because I did see this from this deck, right? These were the two cards that repeated for me that I was like, this is like, go in expecting a storm. You'll get a storm. But if you go in expecting a happy reconciliation and you heal from whatever things in the past have happened to you and this other person, then I feel like you'll get your justice and your balance and a good connection with each other. But I do feel like it is like, yes, this person would like to be with you. Yeah, they'd be very happy. Look at this, 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups. Very happy, very happy. Somebody would be very happy. They could have been held back or keeping this unknown to you. 4 of Pentacles is like, I'm holding back. And this is like secret, subconscious. He could have subconscious blocks. Somebody could have messed him up in his past, and it's caused him to be, like, indecisive with giving his cup to others. But I do feel like he does have love for you with the King of Cup energy here and the Lovers here. In the Magician, I feel like this is going to change from being, like, whatever it was into something better. Maybe a good fortune is coming. So just stay in your power. Stay protective of yourself. Be the mama bear to yourself. Just, have healthy boundaries. Don't settle for things that are, like, burdening to you. Like, if this person is making you ask other people about how they feel about you, don't let that hinder you. Like, act accordingly to what's going on. But, get creative, too, and, like, letting them know that you are open to receiving from them. But just make sure that the way that they receive is with an open heart, or the way that they give is with an open heart. Okay. Hello. There's paid and unpaid ones, ineffable. You can do, like, a quick one like I just did, or you could do a 5-minute, which is, like a $5 for, like, a 5-minute, and a $10 for, like, a 10-minute. These ones are, like, a couple minutes. If it's just, like, a quick question, that's fine. Hello, you are welcome. So, yes, if you are still here, Ineffable, you can ask a quick question. If you want it to be more in-depth, you can send a swan, which is $10, or you can go over to the link in the bio and do a $5 or a $10 donation. I have PayPal, Cash App, and another one there. But you don't have to pay either. You can just be... It could just be quick and whatever, to the point. I'm also, like, in between getting questions, seeing what's coming through in the energies. So we got the Movement of Cups and the Ace of Wands. You could have a new passionate start something becoming to you. Someone could be coming. I don't know why that's so, it was like, someone could be coming, but it was like becoming, like the one word instead of 2 words. Someone could be coming to you. I don't know, it was just weird. It was like my brain broke on that. Ace of Wands, a passionate new start with something that could have had conflict and competition and chaos, but this was in reverse here, so I feel like it's coming to an end. If someone was a hermit from you, or you've been in a hermit mode, things could be moving. You are awesome. Thank you. My quick question is, what are ways I can make more money for my Etsy business, doing my tarot readings? Thank you. Okay. So right there, again, we gotta, like, be with the mind, okay? Be with the mind, and be the mama bear of the situation. Like, on Etsy, when you go onto Etsy, they and there's a woman, too, that has a YouTube channel. And, like, I've listened to her. I didn't even, like, look at what she's talking. I just listen to her sometimes and pay attention to what she says about all the bullshit up in there. And then, you know, I've read in the things, because Etsy will give you the whole handbook of, like, what to do and what not to do and how to make your things the best. With how things are now, you could do little ads and stuff on there. Like, that's like $1. You can literally do like $1 a day. And sometimes they make you do ads anyways, like off-site ads. But if, like, when you make a listing, make sure it's eye-catching. Make sure the title makes sense, that there's keywords in the title. Make sure that there's keywords in the, like, when you do, like, the tags, because you do your description, and then they're like, do, like, 13 descriptive bop-bop-a-boops, and then 13 of the, like, what are the ingredients. Fill all of those, even if you're like, this doesn't make sense. Fill all of them with relative terms. Don't copy the same words over and over. You know what I mean? Use AI now. Like, Bard is free. AI tool, okay? Google Bard. It's free. Go there and ask it for the best tarot reading, like, description. Don't copy and paste it. Literally, just edit it a little bit. But also ask them for the best performing keywords for an Etsy tarot listing. Use that. Use, like, tarot readings for love, blah, blah, blah. Like, the more descriptive you could be, the better. And then when you make your description, make sure whatever the title is that you have is repeated in, like, those keywords are repeated in there, like, 2 to 3 times naturally. It's not forced, it's just naturally in there. Like, this tarot reading will be great for twin flames. This twin flame reading will be great, you know, and then put it, and make sure they're in the tags, the 13 tags that you get, like twin flame, tarot reading, love reading, reading for divine feminine, divine masculine, boop. And then when you make your pictures and stuff, make sure you use all 10 images and, like, put descriptive things that make the pictures nice and all of that. Like, those are those are the things that make a big difference for that. And then promote it and get on fucking Pinterest. Pinterest has the best performance for sending anything to Etsy for some reason. I wish I liked Pinterest more, because it's the number one, like, thing right now to get your traffic there. If you want traffic to go to Pinterest, just make pretty boards and pins on Pinterest to send it to Etsy, I mean. And then make videos, and make sure that your videos are saying to your Etsy, to your wherever. Use Snipfeed. Like, go to my link in my bio right now and look at Snipfeed. It's free. You can make everything look pretty and have, like, and always make sure you're putting that in the description of your videos, that you're talking about it, and that everything is aligned to that. Same thing on YouTube or anything. And, like, you know, promote those things on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, everything. And take, like, if you do a long video, take your long video and cut it up and get, like, the best parts of the long videos to post as shorts and TikToks and things like that. But just reinvent yourself, too. I feel like they may want you to reinvent how you're thinking about it. And then just be larger than life, excited, you know. Don't hold back on this. Don't hold back on this. This is, you're the trend starter, so be different, too. Don't do what everybody else does, but do what you feel guided to do, but be smart about it, you know. Look up people who know all of these, because, like, there's a lot that goes into it. Perceived value and stuff like that. Like, if, like, me putting out 5, like, and I'm aware of it, me marking my stuff down actually equates to less people buying shit. When I put a higher price tag on things, more people buy it because of the perceived value of it. So remember that type of stuff. Don't undervalue yourself. Just balance in between things. You're going to start the ads too, yeah. And it's literally just, like, as long as you're, As long as your listing has all those things that I just said, that makes sense. Like, your listing, it makes sense, and they know who to direct traffic to, and those keywords are in there, and it's not like just repetitive, like twin flame, twin flame, twin flame, or tarot, 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 like tarot and oracle reading for, like, those are long tail keywords. Short keywords are just like 1 or 2 words. A long tail keyword is like when we say like 3 words within it. But clean up anything unwanted there too. Like, if you know that that picture's not the best picture, get rid of it. If you know that this description isn't the most descriptive, get rid of it. And even in the description, make it look pretty. Like, don't just have it be one big block of blah, 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 blah. People won't like that. You know, they can't even read that or digest it. People like to have information, but they like bullet points, they like numbers, they like that. And it doesn't have to be elaborate like that, but just make it like pretty, you know. You will indeed do all of this awesome sauce. Yeah, and there is people that you, like, I used to listen, I will see if I can, now that I've mentioned her, she'll probably pop up on my feed on Instagram. I'll send you her on Instagram too, because she's on Instagram, and all she does is teach people about how to make their Etsy store successful, and she's been doing it for a very long time. And I'm going to be doing a YouTube channel of it, just things like that too. How does Tyler feel about us right now? Let's see how Tyler feels about us right now. He would like to let his strong emotions and desires, his sexual energy, and his unbridled, motivated drive come towards you. Oh my goodness! Now you got the rider, okay? Like, you're welcome, inevitable Guinevere. No problem. And then this says messenger, movement, message, travel, news, visitor, delivery, goals, green light, progress. This guy is ready to boop, 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 boop. He's like Knight of Wand energy for you. He wants to get busy. He sees you as the star. Wishes, peace, nighttime, falling in love. I feel like this person is falling, like, don't get, like if he's just been, like, a willy-dilly, like, here I come, hit it and quit it type of boom, boom, I feel like he's fallen in love with you, too. Like, you know, he's learning the hidden secrets over time or something. Like, maybe he hasn't always been, like, you know, on the right thing. Maybe he hasn't always been, like, committed. But, you know, I feel like something here inside of him is on, he's like on the move. He's on the boom, 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 boom. He wants to come towards you. So just pay attention to the fine details, you know? Like, if this person has been, like, the one that's like, I don't want to commit, and I'm going to run away, and I'm, like, not going to show up for you all the way, just make sure you pay attention, because I feel like he is falling in love with you, and you'll depend, yeah, you're at a fork in the road. You can help him to fall deeply in love with you, or you can push him away from you, and you know, have him fall out of love with you, based off of the behavior. Lovers here. This is like, you know what I mean? This is like, the Lovers is like, I have a choice in love, but the Lovers is also like, I can't make up my mind. The Lovers is a Gemini, it's the Jekyll and Hyde, right? You may even need to realize that this person just has 2 versions of themselves, and if you can't love both of them, then you can't love all of him. You know what I mean? And you may need to adapt into that too. Like, maybe he is very spur of the moment, spontaneous sometimes, and other times he just wants to go hide and do something else, but you will need to verbalize your boundaries and stuff. Like, if that doesn't fly with you, then that doesn't fly with you, but also just be like, I don't need to be with you 24/7, but you can't just hit it and quit it. You know what I mean? Just try to have healthy boundaries. Because it does, yeah, like, there might be a sudden, unexpected, like, oh yeah, bang, boom, here he comes. And then he's gone just as quick. So yeah, use your mind over your vagina. Like, try not to get all up in there. You paid $5 on Cash App. Thank you very much. You want to ask just general about your love life? Okay, here we go. Let's see what's going on in the love life. Thank you very much for your order. Okay. I'm gonna, alright, let's see. I thought there was way more, but it's only 3. So the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the 10 of Cups, okay? So, I feel like this is again a time where you can start to shift your mind and your awareness, your beliefs, whatever's been going on up here. to kind of help you with receiving and giving love in a way that's like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like, it feels good, it's romantic, it's nice, and it leads to the Ten of Cups. If you've had times in the past where you have been juggled by others, or even times where you juggled yourself, where you were just like not feeling up, like I'm not worthy of this, and you may not have even been conscious of it. Sometimes it's there and it's like unconscious, and we sabotage things, or we think things, or we attract things to play out in circumstances with others that don't always end up the best. It's like we make some choices in love that like come from a guarded place, or we don't have that guard originally and we get burned, and then the guard goes up and then it burns others, and it's like this like thing that just keeps playing out. I feel like anything like that, you have the opportunity right now to let your guard down, to shift your mind, and to take a leap of faith into something that's going to be fulfilling, and like your heart is guiding you to. You know, the Two of Cups is the soulmate, the divine counterpart. And so you could have an Empress or an Emperor in your energy or in your life that I feel like things can move quickly with, as long as you trust your intuition to do that inner subconscious work. Because that's where everything comes from in our lives. Like, for the most part, like, consciously we know what we want, consciously we know what we do, but subconscious is in control of like 95% of our lives. So that's the High Priestess realm. That's that, you know, the divine feminine, the shadow, going into ourselves, going into the darkness, learning about ourselves, learning about our shadow self, figuring out, why do we keep running into these towers? Why do we keep finding these deaths? Why do these things keep going wrong when we've wanted to just be so happy and we thought that's what we were doing, and we've been waiting for it? But the subconscious is the saboteur. It's the one that messes us up. Because in all along, this is who you are. You are the King of Pentacles or the Nine of Pentacles person. Like, you are the single, sexy, confident, independent. You know, there's nothing wrong with people, other than the belief that something's wrong with them, or that they're not worthy of, or that they are sinners, or that they are not beautiful, or that they are not smart enough, or that they don't have that thing, or so-and-so. Like, and that's by design out here. That's marketing and advertising and all that shit that comes at us. And it causes us to doubt ourselves and to sabotage ourselves and to become like codependent on things, or become like avoidant of other things, or even just get mixed up within there. Some people bounce around in the spectrum of it all. But I feel like you're coming to a time of a new beginning here, where that stuff can be put to bed and you can go towards what you're passionate about, and whoever you're passionate about. Like, there's a lot of fire, there's a lot of passion here, there's a lot of desire. Just don't rush it, because that's when we fall back into those old patterns, those old beliefs, those old bullshits that end up breaking our heart, or we break someone else's heart because we haven't balanced out things. But that doesn't mean we gotta be alone all the time either. I think people always think, like, I just gotta be alone until I'm all perfect. No, you gotta find the right person to see that you're perfect as you are, even if you fuck up sometimes, and has the strength to deal with what gets, like, dealt, you know, what gets dealt with in our lives. Who's going to have the justice with us? Who's going to choose to see it through with us? Are we going to always just, like, you know, have these tit for tats and endings, feeling like, because, like, love isn't a game. But a lot of people start to be strategic in love, like, well, if he doesn't call me, then I'm not going to call him. Do you want to fucking call him? Do you want to talk to him? Do you love him? You know what I mean? It's like, but because of what society says and what the experts say and doop-a-doop-boop, we all are out here like, well, they waited 20 minutes to text me back, so I'm going to wait 30. Like, it's so dumb. It is dumb, it's ridiculous, and it's like, but those types of things exist. I feel like you are ready to break free from those types of things. You're ready to take that next level commitment. If you have been guarded or held back, or dealing with somebody that was guarded and held back and kept you from feeling like that fullness of love, something's coming together now to work together with you to build something stable, something that is going to be vulnerable and authentic, physical, material, Ace of Pentacles. This is a new beginning. Whoever is showing up or is there is valuable. If you know who this is, it's like, I think you've waited for this, but maybe you doubted it. Maybe you didn't think that it was actually there because you've been played before, or because you made the wrong choice before. So I feel like, again, yeah, sometimes you've ended up out in the cold just because of the karmic people. Like, and the karmic people are great at tricking us. They feel familiar. We always go to what we know instead of what's good for us. And I feel like you're starting to figure that out and walk away from those old patterns and behaviors to plant the seeds of potential to close that chapter so you can reconcile with the inner child, reconcile with the version of you inside, reconcile with your joy and happy, reconcile with whatever, feels like you want to reconcile within yourselves to find that goodness. His name is Adrian. Oh my God, thank you. You are accurate. Awesome sauce. Thank you. Yeah, so, maintain boundaries. Maintain boundaries in it so that you don't bring back burdens, so that you don't go back into this. Because that's how we do that. Because people treat us the way we allow them to treat us too. Like if we don't make the judgment call of like, well, every time, beep, like, and I keep showing up for that, then I need to be like responsible in saying no to that. And then if that person truly cares and wants to be there, they will step up to the plate, or the plate will be taken away. And that's how we test it. And if we find that, like, oh, they don't want the plate anymore, find someone who does, that's, like, going to give to you what you truly want and need and value. Have that clarity of you deserve that love, and you deserve that respect, and you deserve that time. And don't let yourself get, like, mixed up in the head with the false beliefs of this world that will have you feeling like, oh, you should just deal with that, or you should just accept this, and, make sure you're getting, like, the King of Pentacle energy, that valuable, stable energy that's going to be there, that you can feel safe taking a leap of faith beside, and that they actually care because they're showing you. People can't show us that they care if we don't, if we don't say, hey, like, I need you to boopity beep, so that we don't go here. No more Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is painful endings. We don't need that. We don't need that. Two of Wands. So yeah, I feel like there is a time coming up to make decisions in your love. With the Spirit of Swords here, again, this is like that Queen of Swords energy. I really feel like boundaries is specific to your situation so that you can have a harmonious reconciling. You may need to walk away so that someone can see from a new perspective. You may need to be like, no, at first. That doesn't mean that's like forever. That just means, no, stay strong to know whatever things come in that are like, I don't really like that. Somebody may send you a message or ask for something. Like this person may come back into your life saying something specifically. Be mindful of the seeds that are being planted. Like if you don't like what seeds are being planted or the plans that are coming to be from, what they're giving to you, then speak up. Don't just appease just because, like, sometimes we miss people or we love somebody or we want to, like, we just want to see them, and it was like we just rush and drop everything and hope for the best, but we end up setting up dynamics that prove to the other people around us that, like, we don't have those boundaries, that it's okay to plant those seeds that don't lead us to that harmonious place. And it is difficult if we've been people pleasers in our lives, or we've just lived in this world of anxiety and sleepless nights. Like, I don't care, I don't want to wait anymore. It would be better off to wait and get the great thing than to, like, not wait and then rush into something that just falls apart and repeats old cycles. And with the Strength card, you have the strength to maintain your boundaries. And if you do, you won't be juggled anymore. You won't be juggling yourself, so you'll be putting a death to any karmic bullshit or any karmic loops that aren't centered in that valuable, committed, stable, loyal place that you deserve with the Four of Wands. Like, yeah, I want a Four of Wands. I don't get the Four of Wands with a, Seven of Swords type of behavior. Whether it's internal or external, it's going to be both. Because if I'm like, well, it's all right, I'm going to attract people that behave in those ways and take leaps of faith into things that, don't serve. So be vulnerable, open, authentic, expressive. Don't close yourself off. Don't guard yourself or block yourself to those things. But just don't settle for less than that from someone else. Don't go into conflict with people. Don't don't go against what your heart says or your intuition says. Like, this doesn't feel like the right thing. Trust it, because the universe will provide to you better outcomes when you don't go running towards things that are going to be like, make sure you're getting what you're receiving. If you are giving love, make sure that you're receiving love. If you're giving time, energy, and attention, make sure you're receiving that back. And if somebody doesn't have like the same ideas about things, try to compromise with people. But I feel like you are finding your true north. Things are going to be becoming larger than life and passionate and exciting. There is something that's storm brewing. This is what I started off in this readings for. It was like something is definitely shifting here. Energies are shifting here. And I feel like the lion is like the divine masculine energy. Divine masculine energy is showing up because we're magnetically charismatic towards our desires when we stand in our power. When we don't go back into these cycles of like, no stalemates. We can't, like, we gotta be vulnerable, authentic, and open, and expressive, and like receptive, and all of those things with boundaries, so that we don't end up getting into these situations where we're endlessly waiting for somebody, or because if you're waiting for somebody, they will never show up because the energy of waiting is emitting around you. So you've got to act as if you've already received it. But then pay attention to what's showing up to receive. If it's not something that you feel like is long lasting or healthy or to your standards, make sure that you don't allow those bridges to be crossed, because that will set up the dynamic for those bridges to always be what are there. Then you have to burn them down and rebuild bridges, because they always go up in flames when we don't listen to ourselves, when we don't have those healthy, like, self-respect things around us. And we can't expect other people to follow it if we're not the one that's like setting it on day one. But again, compromise is here. So we gotta compromise sometimes and make sure we're aiming very carefully towards our target in love and life, and having a death of the old versions of ourselves that didn't get those balanced, reciprocal things. We don't want just passion. We don't want to just hit it and quit it. We don't want stale, because that's how we get stalemates. That's how we get boop-boops. So, healthy boundaries, self-respect. This is a sign for you so that you don't have those bad outcomes, so that there's no regret, so that there's no guilt, there's no shame. We don't have to be shameful or anything. We can have desire and passion and sex and awesome goodness without, like, going against our true purpose and our true north, and standing up and seeking ourselves and our truth, being on our mark, like a matchmaker. And if it's truly the match for you, you can use your mind and your power to get the commitment that you deserve. Boop, 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 ba-doop, 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 boop. Hello, everybody. Still just, like, if you have, like, a quick little question, I'm doing free little questions. If you want more in-depth question, you can do the little link on my bio to do a $5 or $10 donation, or you can send, like, a swan or something. Like, there's gifts here. If the gift is $5 or $10, I'll do, like, a mini or an in-depth. But I also just, like, will answer people's questions just, like, with a quick couple of cards. If you are in here and you just want to see, this is my second time going live on TikTok for these. I've done them before on all the other places, but for some frickin' reason I was, like, afraid. You are welcome. Thank you. Knight of Cups. Yeah, Knight of Cups energy is there for you. Your wish, wish is coming true. The Emperor is coming for you, for sure. As long as you don't settle for the bad, or as long as you don't slip into those old behaviors of expecting, like, everything to fall apart. Don't do this to yourself, but maintain healthy boundaries so that that doesn't get created. Let the end of those things happen, because this is coming. Like, good things are coming. However, the subconscious is an asshole sometimes. And it's like, it's just there. It's just what it is. So do some subliminals at night. Do some, like, guided meditation at night that's, like, attracting in true love, releasing pain of the past, like, healing the karmic contracts, letting go of whatever it is that's up in there so the world can come to an end. Like, this old world, this is time. It says achievement, boundaries, commitment. Like, those boundaries and that stuff is, like, it's very important, so that this new beginning stays together. But I do feel like someone's going to rush in And you know, it's that opportunity to heal from the broken past. It's that opportunity for a new start in the mind and the energy. But make sure your boundaries are strong so that you don't end up only getting the whoop whoop and then a womp womp. Someone to close off and run away. Take it slow. Don't rush it. Don't let this mess with you. Oh, what if they don't? What if I say no and they go away they won't. If they're meant to be there, they won't. And if they're not meant to be there, you might as well find out now by having them go away forever. You know? Start being logical about it too. Like, well, if they're really truly it, I should be able to say no just as much as other people have. You know? We always get caught up in the people-pleasing aspect of things. Put that to fire. Don't do that anymore. Be the phoenix. Rise to the ashes. Dream into being what you want in your love life and write it into reality too. Like, I've done writing, and it comes true. Everything I write through just like scripting, like, I'm so happy I met the man of my dreams, like, whatever it is that you want to say, okay? I did this before, and I was like, he's going to tell me he loves me and hold me so tight. The next day, the man did. Now, the man had not done that, and not hugged me that hard either. Like, it was fucking crazy. I was like, what did I do? So don't do that. Don't do that. Do not do that. Do not put someone else's free will into it, because you don't want that. Believe me. I was like, did I do that or did they do that? Do they really love me or did I just make them fucking say that? Don't do that. You don't want to marry someone, right, and be like, oh, they only married me because I wrote it into the book and they're like in some fucking weird matrix thing here, like loving me now, like, or thinking they do. Like, let other people have their own free will to do their stuff, but you can write things within your Akashic records, like, I'm so happy, like, what I ask for now is true love. What I ask for now is, like, the love that wants to be there, the love that really loves me, the lover that is meant for me, the lover that is my counterpart, that's going to complete the things in my world that feel incomplete, the one that's going to make me, you know, feel desired and passionate and loved and all of that stuff, without being like with someone specific up here, because that takes away his free will to do it on his own. And I don't want that on my hands. I don't want to be like, you know, looking back 20 years from now being like, I wonder if he would have married me if I didn't write it in my little fucking weird book thing. It blew my mind, okay? And I've known the person for a long time. They've told me they love me, like, you know, 20 years ago. They told me they loved me when they were drinking, but they had never told me they loved me, like, sober during the day, just at a random motherfucking time, until the next day after me writing it in the book as in those terms. I was like, oh my god. And I've done other things with it too, like when I'm like, I'm so grateful I manifested all the money I needed by and it always happens. You can write in your world new things to happen. Just do it with integrity. Don't take away other people. You won't like it. You shouldn't like it. And even if you do, it will blow up in your face if it's not meant to be. You know what I mean? Like, let other people determine. Like, just trust enough that they are my twin flame. They are the one for me. They are going to show up clearly. You know, have enough strength within the connection, like, and trust within the connection, that if they're destined to be there, they're going to be there without you having to do any magic to it, you know? But, like, you can do the magic in your life of, like, I'm open to receiving love. I'm so grateful for my love. Like, I'm so happy that my love in my life is open and communicating with me. So grateful that they're here for this new beginning with me, that they're ready, you know? And if they're not ready, they won't show up until they're ready, so you can write it as much as you want it, you know, but, like, when they're ready, or whoever is ready to be that version for you will show up. But, like, a lot of times we're sitting around, like, oh, just focusing on the fact that they're not there, or that we're waiting for someone to come back. They cannot come back or be there until we're out of that energy. We're guarding them, blocking, like, this is the mirror. People miss somebody, and the other one's guarded or running. It's a mirror, you know? It's like, stop missing him, and he'll come back. Or stop missing her and she'll come back. You know, that, look, 3 of Cups. This is how they come back. This is how they will return. Is if we stop being like, you know, staring at the clock. I just put it back together and it came out again. So if you're waiting for somebody, stop waiting. Okay? Have that clarity now to be like, I'm so grateful that everything is moving in the new direction. I'm so grateful that I'm moving on in my life. I'm so happy that I'm in my power and my respect. I'm so happy that my mind is all put together. Like, I'm thinking the right thoughts, saying the right things, bringing my balance into my world. So anybody, and still maintaining healthy boundaries. That's how we get them. That's how we get our love. Hello everybody. If you have a quick question, you're welcome to drop it into the thing. I'm still just like kind of getting used to doing TikTok lives. I do plan on doing more of them. I've been watching them too, trying to figure them out, but it's so overwhelming. All the stuff. Look at that, 414, Divine Masculine, Spiritual Foundation Protected. Like, if you have this is what I was saying too, is like, if you have a twin flame or a divine counterpart or divine masculine, like, it's protected. It's divine. It's like, it's not going to break. You can't fuck it up. I mean, you can slow it down, you can mess it up, but it's not going to ever just not be that. So, us doubting it is the only thing that blocks it most of the time, or, like, creates the illusion around it. They're not. They can't be. They must be karmic. And then you start attracting things into your reality that make you feel that way, that they are that, and ba-ba-da-boop-ba-da-boop, because that's how powerful you are as a creator. Your foundation is determined upon what you're thinking and speaking. So we're reconciling the past now. We're surrendering the old. And we're coming into a new chapter. This was coming out last night, too, in the energies. It's time for a change. And no, it won't be strange unless you think it's going to be, 222 says twin flame, divine partnership, soulmate. So again, I feel like a lot of people in here, in these energies, or whoever will be watching these, you may have something coming together at this time. It says, open a book, take a look. The answers you seek will come next week. Come this week. So answers that you are seeking will come this week. Make sure you're shifting your fears and your conscious awareness. Whatever you're thinking about, it is manifesting. Remember that. So we're shifting timelines, and we're coming to wholeness and completion at this time too, for abundance, strength, infinite connections, abundance. What are you waiting for? Open the door. Opportunity. Some big opportunity is coming in for many of you. Something good is going to happen. Please never stop working on yourself, because that's how you continue to get good things to come to your reality. And if you're confused about which way you're headed right now, just know within the next few days you're going to have clarity on it. I've been kind of like that myself, like, where do I go? What do I do? How do I do this? And I keep finding myself in circles, but we're still in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, so you may find that, like, if you did make a decision right now, it probably wouldn't serve you in the best that it could. And this says a year from today you'll be on your way, and this is my card that's like, things are going to be perfect a year from today. Whatever you see in your mind or that you wish you had right now, it will be there a year from today. The clarity will start to come over these next few days about how to make that happen, And we gotta be realistic, like, tomorrow, like, I could have anything happen to me, but, like, it's gonna take time for us to shift these things, right? So instead of just, like, that's even sabotage sometimes. Like, let's just expect a miracle to happen overnight. Like, we gotta put the work in. We gotta put the time in. Because miracles only happen if you really truly believe in them. And if you've got all these subconscious blocks telling you that you're not worthy and that you're not smart and that you're not this and you're not that, or ba-ba-ba-da-boop-ba-da-beep, the miracles are very hard to create. So we got to do that inner consciousness shift, and in divine time things will align. I think a lot of us have been learning patience because we live in such a world dominated in, like, speed and, like, microwavable meals and drive-thrus and I want it now, instant gratification and dopamine, and a lot of us, you gotta give it a week. Don't become weak. I've been, like, pushing myself. I'm like, put the fucking phone down for, like, 20 minutes, play with the dogs, go outside, do something other than look at the fucking, but I work on the phone too, so it's kind of hard for me to just, like, there's always notifications, there's always something for me to be doing, but yeah, like, I think all of us are kind of, like, I feel like the future versions of humans are gonna have a fucking phone built in, because they're just, like, always with people, like, I'm running into the store, I got my phone. Create and inspire will set your life on fire. That's how we're also going to see expansion results. So sometimes you might need to be on your phone to create and inspire. Sometimes you might need to be, like, painting or drawing or singing or dancing, whatever it is that you're guided to do at this time. If you're guided to go to a new place or new opportunity, beginnings and endings are one and the same. So things are coming to wholeness and oneness for us at this time. Balance the mind. Says, stop wasting time. Are you procrastinating? Are you procrastinating on doing something? Stop it. And if you've just been sitting around obsessed and repressed by staring at the clock, that's not going to help. Maybe you have ADHD and you're in your analysis paralysis, or like, I can't move mind. Do something creative. Like, even if, like, say, like, I really know I need to do that thing and I can't do that thing, I can't do that thing. Break up the thing that you're not doing by doing something else that you'll like to do, Like, I have so many things that I do because I'm ADHD, so I like to bounce around and do a lot of things, but sometimes there's something I just don't want to do. But it will block me from doing every other thing, too. So I will, like, force myself to, like, do something I really like to do. Like, maybe it's, like, make a rail, or, like, draw something, or write some affirmations, or, go watch some shorts on YouTube or something. But, like, without going into it forever. Like, it's like, okay, like, or set timers, too. People have been doing, like, candles for their timers. Like, I'm going to do 20 minutes of work and then take a break. And we live in a world now where it's like, you can kind of do that stuff. An expected upgrade within the decade. So, starting today, everything is getting better for the next 10 years. So, within 10 years from today, you're going to be like, holy shit. Wow. Everything changed for the better. And the one you miss will come for a kiss. So if you miss somebody, they're coming to kiss you, unless you block them. Any day now, expect to be wowed. This is my Divine Time Oracle. This is, if you've been complacent, if you've been sitting there like, don't expect, like, that's not, that you gotta shift that, because you cannot be wowed if you're like, time for a change, it won't be strange. Open up, stop and look around, all you want will be found. We are reconciling our past at this time, we're shifting our fears at this time, good things are coming at this time, but you've got to, expect them and get excited about them and do that inner work to do the transformation that's necessary. Meditation is necessary, because you are here to overcome and grow. You really got to work on the subconscious to align with the conscious and do those, like, automatic writing works with the subconscious too, or like writing as if I'm creating. Like, when you write your story, all the things I've put in my cards have manifested, have come true. Everything I put in the books has manifested, come true. So write what you want, meditate on what you want, like, visualize what you want, dream it into being, start creating and beating to your own drum. Like, where do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? High Priestess, trust your inner knowing and share your sacred feminine essence, and the trauma and pain you overcame will now bring hope and guidance to other souls. You are a peacemaker. I feel like a lot of you guys probably been through a lot. You have a lot inside of you to share with others. Some of you could be divine feminine, some of you could be divine masculine, and maybe you are coming into a place of balance within the feminine and masculine that we all have. And it says, honoring the ways of the sacred feminine, cycles of rebirth, is helping you to remove obstacles. This Ganesh energy is like, Om Gam Gane Pate E Namaha, breaking out the obstacles. Chanting and channeling with your voice eliminates suffering and heals blockages for yourself and others. I do a lot of weird shit with my voice. I'm always doing weird, like, woo, woo, woo. And I know it does something for me, specifically. Like, it helps raise my vibration, it makes me feel better. Dogs are like, what the fuck? But, it can help to raise your vibration, just be weird. Even, like if you're stuck, I was just saying, like, if you feel like I can't do anything, I'm stuck here, I want to do something, I know what I need to do, but I just can't do it, using your voice, or, like, verbalizing it, like, I've got to do it, and, like, break yourself out of that we can get into, especially because so many people are isolated now. A lot of our anxiety comes from comparisons and, like, getting stuck in these like, bubbles of this energy trap or this belief system or whatever the fuck it is that's, like, just trapped you. It could, like, start thinking of it as, like, I just need to shift this frequency, and I can shift this frequency very easily. I can clap, I can sing, I can dance, I can jump, I can, like, moving your body is one of the best ways. Shifting your frequency is another, like, your voice. Taking a shower, using salt, like, lighting Palo Santo, playing with a dog. All of these things can be the catalyst to get you to shift out of this whenever something's going on in your world that's, like, making you feel stuck. like at a stalemate. You know, whatever it is that you need to fucking walk away from, even if it's just like, I gotta stop scrolling on Instagram or TikTok or whatever it is. Gotta walk away. Ah! Okay, here I go. You know? And if you've had a broken heart or anything going on in your reality, I feel like somebody's coming in to work with you to make things better. But you could be at a fork in the road. You could be afraid of the fork in the road. You could be afraid of somebody coming into your life. You could be afraid of the ending of a chapter where, you know, the ego is now put out there for other people to kind of connect with. But if you stay in your value and your worth, things will get better for you. Like, just know that you're valuable. You are worthy. You're a human being. You wouldn't fucking be here if you weren't meant to be here. The chances of you being born are very fucking tiny. So you are very valuable. You know, King of Pentacles is very valuable, stable, committed, loyal. We just had the Queen of Pentacles. So regardless of your sex, regardless of the person's sex, kings and queens belong together. These are the grounded, stable, loyal, committed, valuable ones that bring the sun. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. And the money, and the love, and the joy, and the happiness. The universe is bringing you balance, temperance, awesome stuff, and passion, and desire, and all that good stuff. And the Empress is here with strength. What's the matter? You okay? He's making all noises. My handsome husband. He looks mad. What's the matter? You okay? I'm sorry. You come here. You okay? You want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? It's okay. What's the matter? He's mad at me. Just. Okay. He huffs and puffs when he's mad. He's like, he's a little brat. The devil. Resourceful, conservative. Okay, so I feel like people are getting over the karmic stuff too. Whatever's been blocking you in your life, we're getting rid of that. We got our eyes on the prize. We're getting resourceful, finding our strength to walk away from, you know, whatever's been blocking us. Full moon energy here with the queen, or the mothering energy, the equilibrium, the priestess, the beautiful, self-aware, harmonious, radiant harvesting. So we're coming into a time of harvest too for a lot of people, and you could have some very supportive dog friends in your corner. Are you my dog friend? Are you my dog friend? A companion, a loyal, devoted partner that wants to be there with you? I have to talk like that when he gets upset. So he thinks that I'm talking to him. Because otherwise he's jealous. And you could have a lot of a chemistry around you right now. Soul spark. You could be someone very exceptional, magical. There could be a lot of chemistry. And fantasy, subconscious recognition. So again, healing our subconscious mind. When you do this, you become magnetic. When you find that strength, you become magnetic. You're billowing those flames. You're igniting that spark. You're making things move in a forward motion. Everything is coming into a time of emotional fulfillment for people, I feel, that are drawn into this energy right now. You're fanning the flames, having the aha moments. I am so sorry, Mr. Monoman. And cutting out things that are going to help you to become that phoenix, rising through the ashes for the transformation, awakening as the star, having your wishes come true. Yahoo! So yeah, if anybody that's just come in has a quick question, you can ask a quick question for free. I do have $5 and $10 like short and in-depth messages too that you can. There's like a link in my bio. You make like a quick Cash App or whatever for 5 or 10, or just have a quick free question, or send one of those. Like, I gotta learn all of them. I haven't learned all of them. Do you want to get back down, Mr. Monoman? I know that the swans are the $10 sticker thingies, but do you want to get down or not? Do you want to get down? No? No? Okay. It's okay. What? What? He reminds me of Elf when he sits up like this. I don't know if anybody knows Elf. But yeah, I'm just going to pull a couple more cards, and if we don't have any more questions, I'll probably get off so that he can... Yeah, here he goes. He wants to go.
We don't want you to jump, Mr. Mana, because you got the little legs.
They got very long backs, short legs. It's like the worst fucking design dog. I feel bad for them. I got a lot of them too. I've got 6 of them in total in this house. He's just my handsome husband. He's very, very temperamental. He gets jealous about everything. He even gets mad. Like, we could be having a nice moment, and if he knows the camera's on, he's like, he gets so mad. I don't know why. Pretty sure he was a person before. So, okay, we also have illness, fatigue, stress, anxiety, where I feel like a lot of this energy has been in the collective. I've had my own, like, not like I'm dying sickness anymore. Like, I did have that for a while, but I've been feeling a lot better. But I feel like a lot of this, like, fatigue energy is like, people are just fatigued with the bullshit. It's like, I'm trying so hard, man. Like, what's going on? This is that good sign. This is the omen that, like, things are turning around. But we gotta beware, you know? Like, we can have a beautiful, established, amazing, awesome sauce experience in our reality. Everything can come along very good. Our heart's desires, all of that. And it can happen quick. But when we get used to the things not going so well, look at this, you get the star and the snowflake. Again, when we're not used to that, it's easy for us to start to expect it to go wrong, or for it to be harder than it is, or for us to constantly be doing in order to be receiving. And that's not true, you know. We can realize how exceptional we are, how magnetic and beautiful that we are. We are exquisite, we are independent, we're assertive, we're intellectual, we're individuals. We have what it takes to make things nice. So handle yourself carefully and know that you do deserve the finer things in life. You have the perfect touch. You're seeing both sides. You're adaptable. You're a chameleon at this time. You're having an evolution at this time. So remember that justice is coming because of that. But be very aware that the beliefs and the actions that you take right now based out of what you believe right now will, mess things up for you or push things forward for you, depending upon what you're thinking about, speaking about, and doing about. So I feel like a lot of money, a lot of balance, a lot of sex, a lot of passion, a lot of joy, all the desires that you've had, like maybe a proposal, a commitment, whatever, it's coming for you. Just make sure that you stay aware up here. I would listen to, like, subliminals at night, or again, do like automatic writing, or do like the journaling, like the scripting. Like, I'm scripting my reality. I'm thinking my new reality. I'm speaking my new reality. I'm trusting my new reality. I'm listening to the subliminals at night. I'm, like, literally hypnosis, you know, like hypnotize yourself every day, every night, because you've been hypnotized on this planet. You know, the TV programming, the frequency, like, energy waves, the beliefs of others, the beliefs of yourself, the beliefs that have been adopted out of the experience that you had. All of that stuff determines what we see. You have the eyes to see beyond the illusion. Crystal is my fiance, Epson, seeing a third party. Alright, let's see. I have trust your gnosis, freedom, resilience, stamina, believe in your power. I feel like, and I was just saying, like, when I saw your question, you have the eyes to see beyond the illusion. I feel like they want you to trust your gut on this. Again, okay? Like, what do you think? You know, like, are you really feeling that? And even if you, like if you have the doubts, because we always have doubts, there must be a reason why this is coming up. Again, it could be subconscious. You could be expecting out of someone else doing it before, right? Like, maybe they're just going to do it because someone else did it. But I feel like there could be, like, a death or a loss coming here. Like maybe there could either be something inside of you that's afraid of the relationship ending. So it's like you're, like, expecting this to happen, so you start to wonder, is it happening? And then you start to create it happening. But I feel like this is an obstacle or problem. Again, I feel like it's almost like you could be expecting it and creating it, even though it's not really there. You need to rise up and see, like, why am I expecting this? Why am I thinking this? Do I want that? You know what I mean? Maybe you want that on some level because you're afraid of the commitment. Maybe you're afraid, and you may not be conscious of it, okay? A lot of times we are not aware of it. But, like, if we think on some level, like they're going to leave me, I'm not worthy of this. If something was said to us long ago when we were a little baby, like you don't even realize the shit that's up there sometimes. It's not your fault. It's literally, like, you could have seen it on TV and adopted some belief. But unfortunately what happens in those circumstances is when you start to believe that, like, I'm not worthy, or everybody cheats, or, like, some circumstance that could have played out always equates to this person leaving or having someone else, or must mean that, you know? Even if it doesn't, if we start to believe that and think that and see the thing that cements that, we will start to behave in a way and think in a way and see in a way that creates that, even if that person's not doing it. Now, I'm not saying that they are or aren't. I really feel like it's kind of like a mix of what I'm saying here. If they are, it's almost like it was something that came to be out of that type of energy. Because, like, people always say, like when you're with someone and they always accuse you of cheating on them, they eventually cheat on you because it's like, why shouldn't I? You already fucking think I am. I might as well. And a lot of times people create that reality. Like, they're not cheating, but they're constantly being accused of cheating, and then they fucking cheat because they were always accused of it. Or, on the flip side of that, there's men out there, like, I've had men say to me, like, I don't want to cheat on you, so I don't want to be with you because I don't want to cheat on you. They knew themselves well enough to be like, I'm going to cheat on you if I'm with you, so I don't want to cheat on you, so I'm not going to be with you. Like, some people, it's just what they're believing. If they believe they're going to cheat, they're going to cheat. But if you believe they're going to cheat, they might cheat because, you know what I mean? Some people will be able to break that, but that's not fair to expect that out of them either. And it's not your fault either. It's the societal things that go in there. It's the beliefs that go in there. It's nobody's real fault. It's just what happens all up in our brains because we're all protecting ourselves. We're all afraid of being hurt. Everybody's out for themselves at the end of the day with their natural instinct. It's that, like, amygdala brain there, the reptilian mind, protecting ourselves from jealousy and backstabbing and someone breaking our hearts, and we end up doing it ourselves. We create these omens and this baggage and these feelings of being cursed, and we fatigue everything in our lives instead of just trusting that things could be good or that we are worthy of things working out. So I feel like this could be the opportunity for this chapter to close for you. They're saying trust your gnosis. What does your gut say to you? I'm not going to give you like a yeah, he is or no, he isn't, because that's not fair. You know, I don't think anybody should have their, like, reality, like, you know, wrapped up in that, like, oh, the tarot girl said, you know what I mean? But, like, trust your gnosis. If you think this person is, do some inner exploration around it, you know what I mean? Go ask yourself, why do I think that? What signs point to that? And if they are, what does that mean? You know, and if they are, and what does that mean, and all of that, like, where, like, what part did I play in it becoming? Because it takes two to tango no matter what the outcome is. So if someone does come into our lives and they end up cheating on us, it's not all on them. Because there's usually signs and indicators and behaviors before they do that they're probably not the right person for you, but we ignore it because we don't feel valuable enough. Or we're settling for something, or we're tricking ourselves, or lying to ourselves, and not seeing beyond that illusion. And sometimes that in itself is the ball and chain. That is the addiction. That's where we get trapped, is in, like, settling for that shit when we aren't, you know, like, when we aren't truly, like, 100, like, good within ourselves, and we really are wrapping ourselves up into someone else. We let it mean something personal, and we all do it, you know, we've all been there. But I feel like coming into temperance and balance and getting some good rest and, like, you know, doing some inner, like, shadow work and stuff like that can help you to figure out, where are these fears coming? Where is this programming coming from? Why am I afraid of this happening? Is it even happening? And then break free from it so that you don't have an unhappily ever fucking marriage. Like, if you really think this person is, you know, do some deep exploring and figuring it out. but also make sure that it's not programmed into you from your society or from your conditioning from like if your parents split up because one cheated, or you saw that type of dynamic early in life, or all of your friends are going through it. You will, as a result of just having it around you, sometimes begin to see it even if it isn't. And we are magnetic to the things that we think about, feel about, wonder about, look at. So I would, ask him and just be open and vulnerable. Be like, are you seeing somebody? Like, what's going on? And trust your gut on the reaction. If they say no and you still feel like they're lying, do some deeper exploration into it. Like, look for the fine print and details and stuff. But, trust yourself. And don't go to the point where it's like, I'm going to make it be found. Because if there's nothing there to be found, then accept that and let it go. But, try to see. But I feel like there is something within this, too, that's like helping you to come along into finding your true path at this point. And to find your chemistry, your soul spark, your light, your magic, your attraction. Like, you are somebody that's exceptional and beautiful and magnetic. Don't let this hold you back. Like, if those types of questions are running through your mind now, is that the right place where you want to commit? Is that really who you want to be with? Do you want to spend the rest of your life wondering all these things? And because there's obviously something there that's calling you to look deeper, or calling you to feel like something's off. So trust that. They could have a third party. They may not. But trust your gut. And ask yourself why. Why would I even keep entertaining it? Okay, we want someone that's powerful, majestic, and good, and has the strength to deliver to us what we deserve. And I feel like you're finding your true path right now, so that you can choose that right love in your life. But yeah, I would look deeper. I would just look deeper and make sure. Okay. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for being here with me. I'm gonna be doing these again. Probably daily, or I might do another one tomorrow during the day and see how it goes. I'm practicing, and this is my second live doing readings. I do have, you can book readings with me on my website, divineessential.com, and I'm going to explore the times on here and see what times work the best and all of that. But thank you. Oh, my phone's not even, charged. I have it plugged in, but it's not charging, so I guess it's a good thing I'm getting off now. Thank you guys again. I will put this replay onto my YouTube channel. I guess I will put this one on the Be Creatively YouTube channel, because there's a lot of loved ones within this one. And the Be Creatively You channel is all Twin Flame stuff. The Divine Essentials channel is all the Starseeds stuff. Then I have my Instagram, Facebook, and here. So thank you guys very much. I will see you again probably tomorrow in Renee. Namaste.